So, what we are going to do today is I'm going to head over to Thornhead and see if I can't continue working on Book 4. This is on Peregrine River. We're playing Lord of the Rings Online, obviously. Maybe not, obviously, depending on whether or not you've seen Lord of the Rings Online before or not. But yeah, so we're on the Peregrine server, which is the North American server. And I've worked on mostly just the epic quests. If you want to see the introduction, or not the introduction, but the prologues through books 1, 2, and 3, as well as an episode of doing the instances of Garth and Garwin, you can head over to my YouTube channel. They're all posted there. I believe some of them, but not all of them, are posted here on Twitch. But over on YouTube, you can get the full set of videos. The name there is the same as it is here. It's Fandromir, Fandromir. More than welcome to head over there, check those out. If you do, just do me a favor and leave a like. And if you really like what I'm doing, and I'm just totally going the wrong way, leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, any things that you think should be done different, better, whatever have you, yeah, leave a comment. So what am I doing? I want to go to Southbury. That's where I want to go. Sorry. Hello, Monklington. If you're still there and hearing me, did Delta manage to stream today? He said he wanted to. And if he did, what did he play?
What can I do for you?
Head to Rivendell. From here,
how can I be of service?
I'm going to go to Thorinhat. There we go. Look at that, riding an elk. At least I think it's an elk. Got a ring. That's a good. Good
will you lend me your ear?
Orange. So this is Book 4, Chapter 2, The Missing Rider. Shortly after Frodo Baggins and his company came to Rivendell, my father sent us to search for signs of the Nazgul, the 9 riders of the enemy. We found the bodies of 8 horses downstream, but of the last there was no sign. We searched further, but still found nothing. We traveled far afield into lands of the south and still found no sign of the fleeing rider. Only on our return journey did we find something. Hoofprints in the South Trollshaws, far south of the road. There are many narrow valleys in that region. The Nazgul might lie there, sheltered from prying eyes, waiting for his time to strike. Journey far south of the road in the South Trollshaws, Fandromir, and seek out the missing rider. The ruins within these narrow channels have a fell reputation. Minas Agor, that place was called of old, and the Nazgul may have sought it out for that reason. Alright. So, let us do that. See if we can't find this missing wraith. Black Rider. I don't mind the look of the Trollshaws. I don't mind the way that the Trollshaws is built. I will tell you, however, the way that the quests are done here drive me insane. Because they're like, you gotta kill stuff to get the quests, right? And then they're repeatable. And I'm like, me personally, I like it when there's no quest rings, so then that tells me I've done everything I could do. I just installed a new fan in my room here, so I just thought of a really corny joke. I'm gonna call it, from now on, I'm gonna call it the Fan Romir. No, that's stupid. But anyway, I got this new fan that I just installed just with an LED light. It's super bright. I feel like it's perfectly daylight in here, even though it's after 8 o'clock. And it is definitely helping to keep this room a lot cooler. The fan that was here had stopped working. Like the pull strings didn't work. The lights pull string didn't work. It was just it was a bad old fan. And now it's a new one. I used Fandramir Jr. to help me out, and then Mrs. Fandramir when he had to go to a competition of sorts. Alright, now it's telling me that I can use some inspiration. Where is this stone? Here it is. Alright. I have used the stone. Nice. Took care of that troll right quick. Stone throwing trolls. Oh, I didn't even see that troll. Evil men. If there's any group of creatures I like less than orcs, it's evil men. Oh, what do we have here? I could. Deflected, deflected, deflected. That's not good. Okay, so I'm not actually managing to do anything to this guy. What is this? Okay, that did nothing. There we go. Just gotta run away because that thing is way too powerful. That's weird. That it did absolutely nothing. What is this? Terrible retribution. So what is this? On any damage, reflect 10% of shadow damage, 5% chance to reflect effect, 10-second root, 50% break chance on damage. Huh. Yeah, just goes to show you don't want to attack those things. So, I still haven't died. Still haven't been defeated. Running away is not defeat. That's my story, and I am sticking to it. There should be more of those evil men this way. Trolls, but not a lot of men. Evil man, where are you? Give me 1 minute and I will be back, but I'm gonna quick travel back to here so I don't accidentally get aggroed by anything. Alright. Back. I had to unlock a
May
door.
Govanen.
So, it says here, your tale begins to fill in this puzzle for me, Vandermeer, and I think I now see what has happened. Caught between the remainder of Frodo's company and the raging of the Bruinen, the 9 were forced into the torrent, but one escaped in the chaos. Near death, his steed bore him through hidden channels into some place where, nearly formless, he gathered his strength. His horse he abandoned, and he vanished into the wild. Without his cloak, he would be all but invisible to us, a malice on the wind. If he takes it unto himself again, it is only to give shape to his strength. It means he has survived that ordeal unharmed, and will surely strike at us again. We are running out of time, Vandermeer. 6:20, 10:92.
Mind my words, traveler.
We know more than we did, Vandermeer, but we do not yet know what we must. For the safety of all those who live our journey in this region, the whereabouts of the missing Nazgul. His steed was our greatest ally in the search, for while he could remove his cloak and remain nearly unseen, his horse was a mortal creature, and its physical trail could be followed. With the creature now dead, either from exhaustion or at his master's hand, our ability to track the Nazgul is lessened. Lessened, but not gone, perhaps. I would ask you to return to Imladris and to consult with Lord Glorfindel, for he is accounted very wise, and may have some stratagem we have not yet tested. He keeps close counsel with my father and with Mithrandir, and often contemplates near the falling water by my father's house. He may be able to help us find this missing Nazgul. Alright, so back to Rivendell. I'm gonna take a horse.
How can I be of service?
So, yep. Alright. Did I unlock that? I think I did.
How can I be of service?
Yes, I did. Nice. That's a cool picture.
May Govanen.
It says, you are welcome to Imladris, Vandermeer. These are times of trouble, but for now, at least, the curtain of shadow is held back, and we meet in peace. You bring grievous tidings from Elidan, but they are not entirely unlooked for. I feared that not all of the Nazgul were claimed by the Bruinen. This stray servant of the enemy will leave a mark on the wilderness. He may have already done so, and we can use it to track him. I give you my barrel, and ask you to hold it aloft at the ford of Bruinen. Return to me once you have done so, and we will speak further. I do believe that in the book, Glorfindel is the one who saves Frodo after he's stabbed on Weathertop by the Morning Blade, and not Arwen as it was depicted in the movie. feel like this stream's holding together pretty good today. Excuse me. I might look into upping the frames so you can see it as clearly as I can see it, because it looks beautiful. I think that this game, even though it's 18 years old with a lot of its graphics and imagery, I think this game is very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I mean, just look at these trees. They're not done. Like, they're pretty good. Go. Ugh, colored red. I just left it off. What is following me? Can I see it? Oh, it's gone. I should fight whatever attacks me. That way I can gain levels. Is this an elf just hanging out in the middle of nowhere? Near a couple of other elves just hanging out in the middle of nowhere? Drop of fine clover honey. My cook would like that. Fight everything. I feel like I'm going the wrong way again. Why do I always end up going the wrong way? See, that's the way I wanted to go. For a couple reasons. One, because it's the actual path. I think there is a way down that way. But two, because I want to have to encounter things. Hopefully there's more than just these moor hunters on this path, so that way I can it looks like that's just a lot of these moor hunters. Yeah, no bears. Where are the bears? There's a bear. funny, that reminds me. I need to talk to Delta about Mead. Says he has some. He says it's good. I've never had any. I'd like to try it. Maybe I should send a whisper over to Monklington. I'm not gonna do that right now. Nazgul denied passage across the ruin and at this crossing. Yep. We run into the center here. You hold the barrel of Glorfindel aloft, and it glows with a pale light. Ah, now I gotta go all the way back. I feel like I just got here to do something for a split second and go all the way back. I mean, I guess such is life, but it's a little annoying. It's like maybe it would have been better if he came with me and then he could be like, huh, okay, so maybe we should try these other places. Because I know that's what he's going to say next. Alright, well, that kind of worked. Let's go find some other places where they might be hiding. Only for me to be like, well, you could have told me that a while ago. You know? I didn't have to come all the way back to it. I guess maybe I did.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Look at the size of those antlers.
What do you need?
You have returned, Finchmere. Did you notice any change in the barrel I gave you when you arrived at the ford? The barrel began to glow. That is what I expected, and I am glad it was so, for it shall be our means of locating the Nazgul that remains hidden within the wilderness. The 9 servants of the enemy in the shadow beneath his greater shadow. And the shadows beneath his greater shadow are creatures of such evil that the land cannot bear their presence. This barrel will glow in places where they have been. It will allow us to follow their missing rider's trail.
Stay a moment.
I do not often travel into the wild, though I will do so when the need is great. As the ranger Aragorn or his small friend Frodo Baggins could tell you, the sons of Elrond are better suited for directing your search for the missing Nazgul. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like that right there tells you that he was involved with them. And I like how it doesn't just come out and say it, right? It expects that you already know some of the backstory. I like that. I leave my barrel in your care for the time being and ask you to return with it to Eladan and at his camp in Thornhad. He will know where you should bring it to follow the traces of the Nazgul. Go with speed and with clarity of vision. The barrel will help you find this stray servant of the enemy. But what will you do when you find him, I wonder? That is a good question. I couldn't even damage one of the lessers. He's talking about me. Like, there's a potential that I'll have to fight full-on Nazgul. I don't know if I can do that. It's too much. Now we all must play our part.
Greetings to
This
you.
one is mine. What is it? It's not for us to wonder why, it's but for us to do or die. Right? So, I haven't died yet. Knock on wood. But it's about time I get one in, right? Maybe?
What can I do for you?
The words of Lord Glorfindel are most wise, and his gift of this barrel brings me hope that we may be able to regain the trail of this missing Nazgul. You have my thanks, Fangymir, but now I must determine where we are to bring this barrel in order to reveal the Nazgul's location.
Mind my words, traveler.
So this is now chapter 5 of Book 4. I have given some thought to our riddle, Fangymir, and while I do not know if this is the answer, my heart tells me that we must exhaust this course before we can be sure it is fruitless. Many caves dot the wilderness of the Trollshaws, home to the creatures that give this place its name. The missing Nazgul suffered some grievous hurt when caught between the fires of Glorfindel and the ranger Aragorn and the waters of Bruinen, and he must have escaped to some secluded corner of the wild to regain his strength. I believe he fled to one of the troll caves. I will write down the names and locations of 3 caves, descend into the deepest chamber of each, and hold Glorfindel's barrel aloft. We must learn if the Nazgul hid within one of these caves in order to pick up his trail. Bring allies to these caves, for the trolls that lurk within are dangerous. Here are my notes, Fangymir. And I'll get a shimmering elfstone so I don't have to have a fellowship. Alright, so the closest one is just right over here. It's further back in here. So much platinum out here. I wish I had my crafting level high enough to harvest it. There's the cave back there. Alright, let's get in here. Whoop. Let's hold the barrel aloft. Alright. And now, let's fight. Good thing these guys are a deed, because I can kill so many of them. look it up. Because I could probably do some of these class deeds while I'm questing here. So I want to look at, all in all, what is that? Use blade wall. That's this guy. Okay. Deadly strikes. Land blows of savage strike. Which one is that? Which one is savage strike? Devastating, remorseless, swift, wild, brutal, merciful, land blows with savage strikes. Why can't I find it? Give me 1 second. I don't understand. I don't think I have this skill. Because I don't see it on my skill bar. But it says I've done some of it. It says I've done it 36 times already. Am I just not seeing it? Let me look at... let me see. Savage. Nope. It's not there. Let me respecialize this and see what happens. Oh, and control this. Get out of here. Big iron. It's not very visually appealing right now. Control attack while I do. Huh. I still don't see it. So here's the next question. After fighting those two, did this go up at all? No. Oh. So it says it's replaced by this at level 20. Huh. Okay. Alright, that would be... It would be nice if this said Savage Strikes or... What is it, Feral? Yeah, Feral Strikes. But it doesn't. Alright, rip to shreds. Is this guy. Use Ren, Brutal Strikes, or Bracing Attack. That's Bracing Attack. strikes. Okay. It's too easy. That's one's almost done. You only need to do it 16 more times. So that's definitely doable. Okay, let's close out that. Let's close out that. Let's reopen that and then re-specialize this because I'm gonna pick back up what I had. Hold on, I gotta find the right thing here. There we go. Alright, spec 2. It was this guy. 1, 1, and 5. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, apply this. Alright, okay. Let's stop messing with this. Let's go back to what we were sent here to do. Let's find the deepest, darkest chamber and hold this shiny stone up in the air. We gotta be getting close, right? Escape run. Oh, found it. Okay. And then this. What is this? Put that there, put that there, put that there. Oh yeah, by the way, it's the treasure event going on right now. I might, before I end here today, go over there and do some of it. Just so you can see what it's like. Brutal is actually pretty good. Brutal strikes. Alright, so we went to the deepest part of this cave. There's nothing going on. We have 2 other caves to get to. So we gotta find out if he's in one of the other two caves. That's these two guys over here. I don't think we have this scout camp unlocked. That would be too easy, right? We didn't unlock Barakin's camp either. So I'm gonna have to just ride out there. Oh look, it's night, and bam, there's trolls. Trolls about. See, my question with them is, do they have their own spawning node, or do they try and carefully swap them out with something that's already been spawned until daylight, and then they swap them back? To avoid wasting time in the future, I am going to stop at Barakin's camp, and then I'm going to pass the cave that I want to go to now, the farthest cave out, and pick up that scout camp. Definitely save some time in the future, or at least probably save some time in the future. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. That's weird. So, you always want to pay attention for white stones in the road out here in the Trollshaws, because that is an indicator that either to the left or to the right of that stone is another friendly camp. Right here. There's a stone. So that means either that way or that way is a camp. And it's this way. Now, how you get to that camp is a different question. I believe it's just this right here. Here we go. Yep, got it.
How can I be of service?
Got that. Back out to the road. Actually, looks like I should cross the road. Oh, sorry kids, it didn't look both ways. I should have looked both ways. Okay, so the other cave, I believe, is right over there. Not exactly where I'm going right now. up there. There's the cave up there, but I want to find this scout camp and activate it first. More trolls. These are slightly more friendly, though. I say slightly because they're still trolls. And a troll's a troll. How very philosophical of me, I know. There we are.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Alright, now back to the cave. Went the wrong way. Go up there. These trolls are like, who is this guy that keeps riding through our area here? I'll kill this guy. Guess I already have it? No, because I'm still low level, but alright. It says I can't use it. There we go. Alright. Nice. Called the Wild, which is using Wild Attack. This is this guy. And Challenge Accepted. That's using this guy, I believe. Yeah. Why can't I use that stinking barrel? Alright, one more cave. Let's get him. Two at once, that's probably a good idea. Got me just over halfway down. So that's not good. Nice. Oh, now it lets me use it. Now that I'm leaving. Who deed? Who dis? Alright. Let me empty my inventory a little bit here. Yep, my eyes are kind of bugging out. It's been an interesting day. I wouldn't necessarily say tiring, but definitely interesting. Which leads me to my eyes are going a little strange. Also, by the way, there may be a change to my streaming because Mrs. Vandermeer understandably misses me sometimes, so if I'm on every evening, that can kind of get in the way, you know? So therefore, it may be reduced to 2 or 3, not 2 or 3, 3 or 4 times instead of 7. So be prepared for that change. And I submitted a ticket. I submitted a ticket to Discord to try to get that situation figured out. So hopefully that's good soon. Alright, I'm gonna head that way. So, I'm gonna go back up to that camp again. Towards it, anyway. hate large spiders. I'm not, like, I don't have any problem with, like, spiders in real life. But I think I would have a problem with spiders that are, like, twice your size. I think that's a fair thing to say. And these trapdoor spiders are... It says I'm gotta be close. There it is. Alright, Barrel. Here. Don't fail me this time. Out, which I can't blame him. Alright, yeah, I can't blame him at all. I'm tired. Whew, okay, this should level me though.
How can I be of service?
You've done as I asked, Vandermeer, and for that I am grateful. Nay, do not frown so. Had you not searched the caves, we could never be sure that the Nazgul was not hiding within them, waiting for his time to strike anew. Now we have eliminated some of his possible hiding places, and for that we should be pleased. I will take Glorfindel's barrel and return it to him. For you, I have another adventure, another avenue of inquiry, and it could be this one will bear fruit. Let's see what this shield looks like. See, why is he carrying around a dwarven-looking shield? Alright, 710, 1120, 1120 has it.
Stay a moment.
Knowledge of the Onodrim. Oh, the Ents. That's what they call Ents. Alright, we're not going to do that yet, though. I'm going to I'm going to run over to the treasure field. Take a quick look at that. I'm going to change the title. Add didn't. And do some treasure hunting event. Alright, updated the title. There's so many people here. Look at this.
I would be grateful for your assistance. Well met, friend.
Now, I have a plug-in for this. Where is it? I think I have to go back out. Log out and manage plugins. Come on. You can do it. You can log out. Come on. Such a pain in the neck. There we go. Yep, manage plugins. Rich. There we go. Fandrom, yeah. There we go. Is there an all option? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, there is. Alright. That's what that said too. Options. There's no options. Alright, good. So now let's enter Middle Earth and it should be up. It might be taking so long because there's so many people in this one spot. There we go. And there it is. This I don't need to see, but this is very helpful. I'll put it up in the corner there. Alright, so now I need to go talk to this guy over here.
I am at your service. Greetings, traveler. At your service and your families.
Dowsing. Do I have a dowser? I do. I don't know why it didn't show up there. Not an official one.
Well met, friend.
Alright, this guy.
At your service and your families.
Huge dig site. It's too bad it's not real. These huge dig sites are
Greetings, traveler.
these guys, and it automatically ends the round. So what happens is that this is an event where the there's a number of those shining treasure spots all throughout this
Well met, friend.
defined area. And he's in here. And the goal is to be the one to find the huge dig site. Once it's found, the round ends, and it gets randomized again. Now there's a bunch of tools. See all these dig sites. There's a bunch of tools you can use to increase your chances of finding the huge
At your
dig site.
service and your families.
But it's
Come and stay a moment, friend.
It's not a guarantee. It's not like a percentage increase. It just tells you what's in the dig site before you use it, because these treasure hunter picks are few and far between, and you don't want to waste them all.
Greetings, traveler.
Alright. That music is gonna drive me nuts. See, the round has ended because somebody found a huge dig site. Now the events, like each round is not timed, it's purely based off of how fast somebody finds the huge dig site. So if it takes 20 seconds for somebody to find the huge dig site, then the round lasted 20 seconds. If it takes an hour for somebody to find the huge dig site, then the round lasts for an hour. Though that's a little much. I don't think I've ever seen one come even close to that. But that's the thought. Now let me see. That's not what I wanted. I don't want that. I wanted this. I was hoping maybe I had stuff in here. But they're bound to the character anyway, so I don't think it would have helped. Alright, so let's turn it in. These berries, and that will give me some more of these trained cave claws. See, the round just ended again. So what it is it's a good idea to find a area surrounded by a lot of these dig sites. Like right here. Drop one of these cave claws. Okay, so he found a medium site. I don't know if I want that. So instead I come over here. Now I used to just park right here and just let it go. There, see, there we go, huge. Nice. That was fast. Now let's see what I find inside this huge dig site. Trained cave claw cage. What is that? Where is it though? Huh. Treasure hunter picks. So I got 5 5 buried treasure tokens just from the dig site itself. And when I opened the huge chest, I got 16 buried treasure tokens. So what I can do is I can use those tokens to either get special like cosmetic rewards, things like that. Because that's really all you get out of these is rewards, cosmetics, and things. I'm turning that music down. That is way too annoying. Alright, it's not bad if it's like in the far background, but it felt like it was like beating into my head with that music. Alright, so I can talk to this guy here. Right?
I am at your
I can barter
service.
some of these coins for this stuff.
At your service and your family.
Or I could talk to this
I am
guy
at your service.
and use it to get some of this stuff. So this is like a mask, right? A cave claw mask. Housing stuff, emotes. Domesticated cave claw, whatever that is. You know, clothing, cosmetics. I can get motes of enchantment through this. But this right here, this is the kind of stuff I really want. So there's a harvest brew goat. Pets. A lot of pets. And then Hobnanigan stuff is also like tradable, which is interesting. Oh, do they have the Bounders rewards? Oh, I thought they did. I don't know why I thought they did. You can get a broken hobbit wagon further outside of your house. Imported Hobnanigan goods. Right. And so what's also interesting is that, like, this is all stuff you could find in a medium-sized cache, right? This is all stuff you could also find in a large cache. And then this is stuff you could find in a huge cache. Unearthly sack. That would be a neat thing to find. Now, aside from that stuff, there's also 2 or maybe 3, let me look it up, special steeds that you can only get by luck. 3, there are 3. So there's a cave claw steed where it's a horse with armor and barding and things on it that makes it kind of look like a cave claw. There is a treasure hunter's goat where as you ride around it looks like it's got bags of gold all over it, and it drops gold as you go. And then there's a steed that's the same way. It's a horse instead of a goat. Those are very nice. But you can only get those, I believe, through lucking out in your hunt. So what I'm going to do is I have 13 picks. So I'm going to get as many of these trained cave claws as I can, which was only 4, because I don't have a lot. And I'm going to go out there, and I'm just going to keep hunting until I run out of picks. See, the round has ended. Yeah, medium sight, sure. couple buried treasure tokens and 5 more buried treasure tokens. So there's a couple sites where you could go. That have a large collection. One is up on top of this hill here. A lot of people like to go here. Another is right in here. Yep, see, I think he found the huge. Oh, maybe not. Let me drop one right here and see what happens. Alright, I got one there. Plus 4, so we got 5. That's not bad. I mean, it could be better, but it could be worse. But notice, nobody has found it yet. And that person in the background is just going from spot to spot. Alright. Back to my favorite spot. This is right here. And just wait for the next round to start. Oh, large one right at my feet. Alright, I got a dowsing gem, 3 buried treasure tokens, and then when I open it, I got 12 more buried treasure tokens. That's not bad. Let's see. Alright, round has ended. Let's look up the treasure hunt information. Alright, dowsing gems. If it says found a very strong reading, then that is a huge dig site. Large. Oh, I got another trained cave claw cage. And 12 more buried tokens. Nice. Now, let's see what we can find with these dowsing gems. Let's just go up here, just out of curiosity. Slight. A slight reading means a medium dig site. So let's do it. For a medium dig site, it only gave me 2 buried treasure tokens. See, the dowsing gems only tell you what's under one at a time. That's very weak. That means a small dig site. very weak. What's nice is you can know which ones to avoid because, I mean, it can't be bigger than what that guy found, or else the cave claw would have went right to it. Okay, strong reading. That's a large dig site. Okay. 3 buried treasure tokens. Treasure hunter's pick. Nice. And 12 more buried treasure tokens. Nice. See, if you have if you don't just do it recklessly, you know, you have a good chance of actually getting stuff. The large. Alright. So that got me 3 buried treasure tokens. And another 12 and a treasure hunter's pick. Another treasure hunter's pick. So I'm going to head back. I've got 8 picks. Right, but you don't want to just randomly use picks. Your likelihood of finding it is very, very low. Right, you want to use the additional tools. The problem is the only way you can get more picks is by buying them on the Lotro store. Whereas, or finding them or waiting for the quest to cool down and you can do the quests again. Right.
I am at your service.
But however, the trained cave claw and the dowsing gems, you can get them from this gentleman right here. Right? You can also get a map that brings you right back here. I don't know why you would want to. All 4 of the major starting locations have a horse that takes you directly here and only here. Large. Alright, so I got another cave claw cage. Nope, I didn't. I got a large treasure cache, 3 buried treasure tokens, plus another 12 tokens. So this game is kind of like gambling in the sense that you could spend real world money to try to have a better chance at luck. Well, it's fine. The game is fine. The dowsing gem and 2 buried treasure tokens. Slate. Slate ain't good enough, bro. Right here. Well, I'm going to keep doing this tonight. That's where I'm going to end it. So, I've been on for almost 2 hours. but I'm getting kind of tired. So what I'm going to say is tomorrow I have the day off, so I'm going to spend a portion of that day, hopefully, aside from just doing honeydew list stuff, I'm going to be working towards lifting this character up, working maybe on virtues, getting some deeds done, getting some back quests done, maybe a couple of levels, and then maybe I'll stream tomorrow night. I will adjust the schedule if I'm not, and yeah, so let me see here. Oh, dang it, that's not what I wanted. I do that a lot. Hold on. Let me get this guy out. Oh, small. I wasted a guy on a small one. Oh well. Alright. Yeah, so I will see you tomorrow.